because the thing is that Magnus showed incredible weakness with low time there. You know, he spent 2 minutes on, you know, it was in complete control. So as long as Levon has the speed, f4, yes, exactly.
He starts
Knight b6. So knight b6 f5 is kind of a nice move, but in so in a position like this, when you have that edge, there's no point in taking a risk like that. Here, you just sort of want to develop normally, and you know. So now I would say, I don't know, maybe e4. Yeah, he's just keeping things. Yeah. Now, if the issue here is that if DE bishop takes e4, e5, there might be bishop c5. No. Though, wait, what would you play? You know what? Wait, could there? Is there?
He could go in the center immediately, right? So the queens lined up against each other.
Yeah, I would say that you just, if knight d3, the point is that after, so the point is that if knight d3, d5, bishop g2, e4, then bishop h3 check, similar to my game against Erigaisi. So if he gets f4 and e3 and everything starts getting traded off, there's really no risk. The main sort of, this is a very common thing that happens, but e5, knight d3. The only thing is that he doesn't want to be too soft. Yeah, knight d3. No, this is good. This is good.
But a player on a must-win side for Magnus right now, David, should he be pleased with just the imbalances that exist in the position, or do you think the trades in the center favor
what does
Levon?
the engine say? Just look, is it 0?
It's a slight favor towards Magnus Carlsen on a high depth.
Oh, okay.
Point 2. In his
0.2.
favor.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a low. Yeah, I don't know how.
I have a slightly.
Oh, I see. Sure.
Yeah, over here, so I can catch you on the numbers.
I don't see why black is better, but it's hard to.
Yeah. Apparently, the next few moves might be critical. If the pawns just disappear, it's going to be level, as you said.
Yeah, I don't, because I have knight d6.
Played.
Oh, that's okay. Bishop g2, e4, knight c5.
It's such a forcing line, this one.
Yeah, it's
Now-
it's entering. It's becoming quite.
It's all happening, by the way, as you're calling it. It's on the
Yeah.
board. This is the position that we have.
Yeah, this I don't. You know, queen f4.
Wow, I'm surprised Magnus took that. He could have kept the pawn on the board, broken the symmetry.
Yeah, and look at the
What a-
time usage. He's down a minute as well. So,
Yeah.
I really think that considering how poorly he played in time pressure, Levon needs to push the clock because the nerves. He was incredibly nervous.
I would agree. That's a good reminder that they went into the end game there where Levon had a solid time advantage, and by the end of it, Magnus actually had more time on the clock, and that was with 2-second increment that he was able to build a time.
Yeah,
bank.
but the thing is, well, this I don't like at all because you're taking bishop c5 or even bishop c5 immediately. I don't know. Bishop c4 is a very bad move. There's no point. Like the bishop, you don't even want to take on d3. Why are you giving away your? That's a sign of nerves.
Yeah, for the first time, the computer slightly moves in favor of white.
Bishop c5, bishop d3. You take an f8. You play cd3, and black doesn't really have many ideas. Where the pin, you castle. White plays king c2. You can if you ever want to take on d6 and symmetrical. So this is not. If he finds bishop c5, then there's really no risk.
All right, well, it's left to play. He's still thinking about it. Now under the 4-minute mark. Bishop c5 feels also like a natural human move here, no?
No, but the really tough part about the knockout format is that if you could just play the game like it was any other game, the level of play would be higher for everyone. Just like in my final 2 games, if I wasn't thinking about, oh, I've already qualified, then I would not have played so poorly. So he probably should have just played queen takes f4 or maybe even bishop d5. I thought I don't know. It's hard to say, but sort of with the match situation, even taking bishop c5, yeah, I don't know. Bishop c5 first would have been, because now, knight, but now, so this is the issue, right? He's playing for symmetry, and he's afraid of any imbalance, which I can understand it, but there was just no, from a logical perspective, why are you taking, you're just developing your opponent's pieces, so I don't know.
You start playing the tournament situation rather than the position on the board.
So they're both sort of susceptible to that, but okay, I guess I'll play rook e1.
Got to take that open line.
Still, we're talking about like a minuscule advantage, right? Ricky 1 castles, it's hard to see where exactly.
But Magnus has got to be feeling the relief over the last couple of moves, no?
Yeah, I don't think, again, the time. The thing that's really, really hard is that you, when you play Blitz, it's the intensity's on. But in the previous game, the intensity sort of wasn't, it didn't turn on. So, I don't know, you take.
This is one of the moves the engine was asking for a while.
Yeah.
And are we expecting Levon to get his king to castle as well to get the other rook into the game? Connect those rooks. Trade, castle.
You do it now,
It's
probably.
quite a difficult, I don't know.
If you had to make a prediction here, Hans, is it going to fizzle out towards a draw?
Yeah, it should be a draw.
Well, that's all Levon needs. That's all you need.
Well, Levon first and foremost.
Yes.
But I certainly won't lose any sleep.
Will you lose sleep if that wasn't the case?
No,
No.
no.
Castling does occur.
I think I'll get much more sleep than after my calm day than.
Would you not like the opportunity to go at Magnus again, though, Hans?
Of course, it's a good experience to play the best players in the world. But sort of, I can't. It's hard for me to hide my contempt.
Knight's leaving the board as well. Magnus pushing a board.
Yeah, there's a little something, but
More and more pieces liquidate, though.
there's a little something. He really has to be cognizant of the G1 bishop. This reminds me of a game against Dominguez.
Is the knight on b3 bad?
So he
Kinda
needs
feels
to
like
go
that at
king
the-
c2. Yeah, he needs to bring the knight to like d3, for example, like knight c1.
Okay.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, knight c1.
That last move, hinting
Like,
at the plan.
Actually, if you something like d4 would be a very so now d4 is a possible at the right moment. So let's say rook e8, you just take and go rook f1, and then you can go sort of b3, knight d3, and then everything's protected. And you sort of want to go like b3, knight d3, c4, and then the bishop comes e3, and then everything's fine. And the bishop on h8 is not that great either, right? So as long as the knight doesn't get yeah, this is very, very, very hard to find even a sliver of hope. So knight d3. And everything is just so solid. And then I get rook f8. I would go b3. And then rook f1. You can go rook e1 even.
Just no pawn weaknesses to target right now. Just complete balance.
Even a move like b4 isn't that bad. But I wouldn't play b4 because, for example, b4, d6, b5. You should just play rook e1, b3. You just wait. The onus, and even look at the time. He's got an extra minute. So, but here you just wait. You just stay patient. You have nothing to lose. You just wait.
But when you need only a draw, exactly, right? Like a move like b4 is not what your hand wants to make.
Of course not. Of course not. So here I would go a4. Even bishop b3 is a solid move, but a little bit. Yeah, bishop f4. I don't know. Bishop b3. I don't really. It's a little bit. It's not bad, but okay. Rook e1. Rook e1, please. Again, here you have to move. This is the issue. Like from all my experience in Blitz and online Blitz especially, you really just. In this position, there's no difference between a4 and rook e1. It's not going to affect.
It's not a critical
It's not a critical. So knowing when to take your time on critical decisions is so important in these crunch times. Like, okay, bishop f4. He's just going like. Just ruthless, he wants to go bishop b5, d6, but rook e1.
Do you want to trade one side of rooks, getting into that e8 square? Well, it's stopped.
No,
You did.
I don't know. I don't really. I kind of like the. I would play something. I would play b4 now. He can take. Yeah, I just don't like. I don't know. I think h6, g5. I could see it going wrong. But yeah, a4 is the sort of a. So now, yeah, h6 you have.
Magnus doesn't even need to see it. He just needs to smell it. If he does, he will go for that opportunity. Is he gonna
h6,
push you?
h4. I think you should just play h6, h4. Just keep the balance. You know, you can even look at something like King B3 now. King just, you know, I don't know. You kind of, it's hard for, and now H4, black has no way to make progress. The bishop is stuck, rook can't, f7 can't move because of C4. So now he trades, okay.
Hey.
Something very, very small.
Yeah, rooks will leave the board
But
here.
it's annoying. It's annoying. It's not like a, there's something, I don't know. The time is, you know, I'm concerned about what's going to happen when the time gets low because I could see.
5 seconds between them
He
now.
has to move. He has to move.
I mean,
Please move. You can't.
It's about to equalize.
What's the point of thinking here?
If Magnus gets the dub in this one, if he equalizes and goes into a second
This is
tiebreak,
just-
once again becomes a massive favorite.
To Hans's
right?
point,
not-
he just spent 30 seconds about to just end up making a move that
Why is he
probably
looking
was
away?
likely
Why
to
is he
be
looking?
made, right?
Look at the. Please move. Move. Oh, my
Felt like he was distracted there.
Maybe there was sound.
Yeah. Is there sound in the playing hall that you
No,
guys
it's
are
not that.
experiencing?
But please. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Asking.
he's now down to seconds on the clock. It's under 20 seconds for Levon.
Yep.
No, you
Make
should
a
go.
move. He hasn't played.
Now dipping into single
What is
digits
he
here.
doing? No, you. Come on.
Needs to make a decision. He'll drop
Is
the
there a
bishop
delay
back.
or no? There's no. Why?
Black rook can now come in, maybe.
Yeah, this is an opening to slide down. Double attack on the bishop and the pawn, perhaps.
Yeah, but now he's down to 7 seconds. Anything can happen in this endgame.
Magnus taking his turn to think, though. He's only got 15 seconds to his name.
A complete
Poor time management from
shift,
both sides.
In body language, I think Magnus senses it.
Finds the best move in the position.
Now the black knight can jump.
Yeah,
He
forced
has
to
knight e1.
defend.
Wait. He has bishop f4. Bishop f4, please move.
The computer calls this zeros, but again, we don't have much time to work with here for either player. 5 seconds to either player's name.
Rook g2. Rook g2. Rook g2. Rook g. No wait. Rook
Then
g2.
rook f1.
King d1's. Yeah.
Feels like Magnus is doing what you did to Dominguez earlier, potentially.
Wow. Wow. What a nice move, knight g2.
Gets the brilliancy.
Come on. Take.
Attacks a pawn. And look at that. Players playing on that
g5.
last
Take the knight h3.
Okay.
Take the knight h3. Come on.
Has to find it.
Come on.
Oh! A small inaccuracy.
Come
Magnus
on.
Carlsen.
Move. Knight f3. Knight f3.
Levon in the driver's seat, just needs to
Yes.
keep moving. As you hear Hans saying, that's it, just move. Ooh, and an inaccuracy comes out the other
No.
way. Does
It's
Magnus spot
rook
it?
d2. Control. Now g5. Okay. A4. G5. Push. Okay. This is good.
Drives the
Push.
Drives the rook away. Magnus Carlsen about to be knocked
Push.
down from the championship bracket here.
Oh, the race is on.
Knight f. Wait. Check. Knight f3.
Okay, king
Move.
slides over, defends against the promotion. Now what? Knight's coming forward.
If rook is. Knight d4. Knight f5. Wait. Knight g5. Okay. That's.
Whoa!
Knight h. Wait.
That's a Hail Mary.
Knight f7. Knight f7 was winning. Knight f7 was winning.
All right, but he doesn't find it. The game goes on.
Knight f8. This is it. Okay. Rook g5.
But 2 seconds on the clock for both.
King e3 next. King e3. No!
Oh!
No!
Wait.
There was a knight fork. Black could have won on the spot. Magnus
Wait.
could have won a rook.
We're back. There's new life, though.
Come on.
Back in the position.
It's still game on. Anything can happen here.
It's level again.
Couldn't ask for a more thrilling conclusion to a group stage here. But just like that, the computer's at straight zeros. It's calling this a dead draw with perfect play from both
Come on.
players.
Check. What is?
Hans wants to check. Levon won't give it to him. Rerouting the knight. Looking for the dance. Loses the
Take.
pawn.
Rook c7.
Yeah, but this is
No,
tricky.
wait.
Magnus has the A passer now, which is about to go down the board.
Trade that off.
Yes.
He's about to pick up the B6 pawn next.
Time pressure for both still. 5 seconds to their name. 2 seconds down the
Check.
clock for Magnus.
Check. Come on.
A lot of dancing here. King gets shuffled to the right-hand side of the board. There, another pawn gets picked up.
Oh my goodness.
Please tell me you won. You won.
There it is. The resignation. Levon Aronian. A 2-0 victory in the tie-break against Magnus Carlsen. It's not a position he wanted to be in, but even still, he fights through the tenacity from the 42-year-old Grandmaster, Levon Aronian. He goes to the upper bracket.
You know what they say? Karma is a. And I'll let them finish the sentence.
Fill in the blank.